A bill reforming the Law Enforcement Officers' Bill of Rights cleared in the Senate last night.
The bill would change how the state handles police discipline. Kristen Burnell live in Providence right now with the latest.
Good morning, Kate and Patrick. As you know, this comes after years of debate and several amendments were made to the legislation last night. Now, one of those amendments included addressing concerns that the bill would mandate police to make certain body cam videos a secret. That amendment approved unanimously in the Senate. The legislation expands LEOBOR hearing panels, extends how long officers can be suspended without pay, and allows police chiefs to speak publicly in most misconduct cases. Some lawmakers say this doesn't go far enough, but others believe it's a step forward in the right direction.
Really, as with many other states around the country, the conversation was spurred by the death of George Floyd back in 2020. And so, the Senate here in Rhode Island put together a study commission, which was led by then Senator Metz, and really was trying to bring stakeholders together to really make sure that we're addressing the reforms and providing transparency and bringing public trust into the process.
The bill now heads to Governor Dan McKee's desk for his signature. The House Speaker says he is confident that the governor will sign it into law. Reporting live in Providence this morning, Kristen Burnell, 12 News.
A bill that would mandate how Rhode Island gun owners store their firearms one step closer now to becoming law.
It's one of many pieces of legislation passed by the Senate last night. Kristen Burnell joins us now live outside the State House with the details.
It's a major victory for gun safety advocates, and after months of debate, the Safe Storage Act passed in the General Assembly yesterday. Now, under this piece of legislation, it will require all firearms, when not in use by the owner, to be stored in a locked container or equipped with a tamper-resistant lock. Once signed into law, the unsafe storage of a gun will be a civil offense, punishable by a fine of up to $250 for the first offense and $1,000 for a second. It will now head to Governor Dan McKee's desk for his signature. Now, one of the other pieces of legislation that passed in the Senate yesterday includes more restrictions on self-checkout lanes in grocery stores across Rhode Island. Under that bill, it would restrict grocery stores from having more than 6 self-checkouts operating at once. It would require that those stores with that option also have a minimum of 1 staffed checkout per self-checkout lane. Senate Majority Whip Valerie Lawson says she introduced this out of concern for people who work as cashiers, but also for customers who may be frustrated by self-checkout experiences. That bill will now head to the House for approval. Reporting in Providence this morning, Kristen Burnell, 12 News.